My friends and family, I would like to do a quick little video for you, and this is going to be its own little series because this is very important to us. It is very important that the word of our Creator is translated correctly. And for years, I have been reading out of this book called the Cepher, and it's an application that is on Android and is also on the Apple Store. Now, for years, I have gone through this and I have read these and I've highlighted different things in this application. And I don't know if it is evil or has become evil, but over the years, they've sent out updates, and this is under the hand of Dr. Stephen PIDGEON. Dr. Stephen PIDGEON is, I guess, the CEO of the Cepher group. And I do appreciate that Dr. Stephen PIDGEON does reply back to me most of the time when I write him questions on his translation. But this is the problem, is I spent quite a bit of money to buy this application. And I think it's $20 or $30. This was years ago. And guys, $20 or $30 nowadays for me is something I don't have. It's not something that I just end up getting. We haven't had a paycheck since 2020. So what we live on is literally the hand of Yah that provides when he provides, and there's nothing more and nothing less. And I have been teaching out of the Cepher for years and years. We have nearly 1,000 videos on our Yahoo and the Torah channel on YouTube. We have put this across Odyssey. It's across BitChute. There's other YouTube channels that have thousands of subs that all of these lessons and these things go to. So I've sent hundreds, if not more, people to the Google Store to purchase this app. And I had them go there because my version for the long time was the right version. That's what I study out of. That's what I use. That's what I like. There's a lot of reasons why I like the Cepher over other versions. But it has gotten to the point where Dr. Stephen PIDGEON has allowed great evil to get into this application. And because they are now not funded and they will not update their application, we have a tremendous amount of bad translations. So I want to go through these translations real quick. At just one translation, I'm going to do one translation error per video, and I am hoping that the squeaky wheel will get the oil, and Dr. Stephen PIDGEON will do the right thing and update his application. I still use this. When I am done getting through a couple of new other series, I'm probably going to have to swap applications because these translation errors are vile. They're vile translation errors. Before I get into this, actually, let's just go into it. So this translation error of evil is this, John 13:13. And when I asked Dr. Stephen PIDGEON about this, he says, oh yes, we had an overzealous translator, but he tells me there's no money in the coffer to ever fix any of these. And so he is out selling his software at a premium, which is the word of Yah, and it's improperly translated. I understand you have to pay people, and I understand why there is a cost to this app, and I believed it. Back in the day, it was worth it, or I wouldn't have spent my cash on it. But now, if you guys notice, look at John 13:13 right here. I have it highlighted. I've gone over John 13:13 probably 50 times. One day I look in here and I didn't notice it because I had taken an app update long ago, and it says great evil. It says, ye call me Rabbi and Yahuwah, and ye say well, for so I am. If I then, your Yahuwah and Rabbi, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. Well, our Creator is not the same as his son, Yahusha. This is not the right translation at all. We could take it back to what people, they hate the different translations, but these translations have gotten it right. Now, if we take a look at simply the left-hand side is the King James Version, and the right-hand side is the NIV. Let's look at the King. It says, ye call me Master and Lord, and ye say well, for so I am. And the other one is, ye call me Teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am. Guys, the translation, Lord, is just it's like a master. It is not saying, especially this translation where it's a capital L, lowercase o, lowercase r, and d, that actually translates in Hebrew to Baal, right? So that is not the right translation in either of these versions. So we're dealing with 3 different versions with them incorrect, but the king has it far better than the Cepher. So would I ever recommend people spending money on the Cepher application? No. I don't have any of the other Cepher stuff, like his books. I would love his big print books, but if it has the wrong translation, it's evil. It is not correct. Messiah Yahushua is not Yahuwah. And when he says Lord, and he's taken this translation, and instead of them fixing this and going robust into fixing the word of Yah, they just say they don't have the funds to do this. So this is the new series that I'm doing, and this one is John 13:13 of the Cepher's horrible translations. And I hope and I pray that the squeaky wheel gets the oil, and that if I do enough of these, at some point, Dr. Stephen Pidgeon will see his name coming up all over Odyssey, all over YouTube, all over BitChute, everywhere, and hopefully he will invest the money where it needs to go and fix the application, because this is the word of Yah. This is what I'm teaching from. This is what I rely upon. And when he has overzealous translators that have snuck all of this great evil in, and this isn't just a single one. I have at least 25 horrible translations in the Cepher where they did not used to be like this, and now they are. So we need to fix the word of Yah. It needs to be translated right. And again, someday I will go over the reasons why I do use this Cepher. And one of them, I'll tell you right now, one of them is in Matthew, where all of the other versions have the incorrect lineage of Messiah Yahusha. The Cepher actually gets it right. And so those are things why I do like the Cepher. And there's other reasons as well, as I like the app. I do not like the translations. So Dr. Stephen Pidgeon, if you ever hear this, my friend, much love to you. And I love your work. I love your videos. For the most part, I believe they're dialed in. But somehow we have slipped into darkness. Somehow we have slipped into a dark side. And if we are allowing these translations to remain without calling them out, then we're doing a disservice to Yah. And we must study to show ourselves approved unto Yah, a workman who needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Much love, everybody out there. I'm out.